So basically, we get caught up in the history and we're not learning about the hereafter, the here and now, and the here and after. The hereafter has been a forgotten subject. What is the here and after? Well, once we learn about the here and now, because now is a word that's really what kind of word is now? Because it's not now is not permanent because you know. But what they're talking about now, and let me finish what I was gonna say because now is not permanent because uh, everything is moving forward. You know, because we on the clock. we we on a clock, a biological clock, and we're moving forward, and we're advancing at a rapid rate. But what they mean here and now is really a thought that's framed, captured like in a picture. Like you take a picture of a certain era, say like you take a picture of the 1920s and put it in a frame and put it on your wall, and you'll have the 1920s with you even though you might be living in the 1950s or the next century like we live in now. So you could capture that, but it's no longer that. So that's what now, when they say now, they mean in this time zone, even though time is moving. So, but what is the hereafter? Well, after you leave out this time zone, you're in another frame of thought. You know, if you can frame a thought, which you can, because you see that when you take a picture, you can frame a thought or how they were thinking in that particular time zone. So then we're going to have the here after. What you're doing now in this frame of mind, advancing to another level of thinking or another frame of thought, which is supposed to be on a higher vibration or a higher level. And say you might dwell on that higher vibration for another millions of years until you advance to another higher vibration. So right now we're, as they say, on a different level. What they want to say, the seventh, the day of judgment, or maybe the seventh heaven, or the seventh frame of thought, where information is coming, all kinds of information coming, trickery information, foolish information, real information, false information is coming at a rapid rate, and everybody is trying to give you their thought pattern. Everybody's trying to lock you in to a way of thinking, see. And the Caucasian has advanced his mind to where he could utilize pictures and sound, and he'll put a date on it, and it could lock people into that. So a lot of people say, like myself, in my time I did this and such enough. Well, you still here though, so it's still your time. But you're talking about when you were locked into a certain frame of thought, when you was a teenager, or when you was a young man and y'all did things a certain way. Well, now that you done got older, they have advanced technology, and they don't do things that way no more. Or they have enhanced the way that they did a thing, and you haven't grew with them. Because once you physically stop growing, you're supposed to mentally grow. Once you have limitations to your height, weight, and whatever, but your mind has your spiritual body or your inner self has no limits to it. Just like the black man has. When we say black man, we're talking about the black mind. The dark mind has no limits, So we just want to tell you what's going on with nowadays. Can't too much. You can learn about those days, but I wouldn't dwell too much back then. I just worry about these modern times, the times of your grandfather, even your great grandfather, and your grandparents, and your mother. I'll stay within there because you can actually see that. You can actually physically touch that. But back ancient times ago, Jesus times or whatever, you don't really know what's happening. So it's good to have reference to those days, but stay focused on what's happening now, the here and now, so you could know about the hereafter. The here and after here. You see? So you could take charge of that. And see, that's what the Caucasian do. The white man. I'm talking about you, white man. I was talking to my people for that brief second, but now I'm on you. You can't. You could plan 10 years and 20 years ahead, but as long as my people are asleep, you had a grace period. But it's now the 7th hour, and you could plan, but you won't be around to enjoy your fruits. The black man, you're doing all this for us. I'm gonna make myself clear on the next video. Black Light Out.